Okay, so you guys, we are back with a brand new season of Young, Famous and African. Drum roll, guys. I'm so excited. So here's how we'll be reviewing it. I'm going to take it episode by episode, just so that we can build it up till the end, and also because I feel like each episode is going to have its own uniqueness, its own drama. So let's just go into everything that's happened this season. As of this moment, I have only watched episode 1, so my review is going to be based on that. If you can hear sounds in the background, just like they're building something, so just ignore that. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please go to subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So for this season of Young, Famous and African, they brought everything back in full swing, showcasing all the luxury, the swag, the dressing, the culture. Everything was so on point. Everything was giving what it was supposed to give. The camera crew, it was so sharp. You can watch the episodes on Netflix, including season 1. Of course, you have to watch season 1 for you to be able to understand this one. I can only show you guys limited clips in this video because, you know, copyright and all of that. I don't want to get into any more trouble, and I'm not too familiar with Netflix's policies on copyright. But regardless, we are going to have a good review time. Don't worry, it's going to be fun. So for this episode, Diamond invited the entire crew members for his party, and this is what brought them all together. Before the party, they were just like meeting each other here and there in twos, just, you know, trying to catch up. Swanky Jerry went shopping with Zari to help her pick an outfit for the party. As per Master of Fashion, you know that if you're going to show up in an event that has your ex and also the father of your kids, and a guy that you fell for that happens to be a friend to the said ex, you definitely have to look hot. What I'm talking about is the whole Diamond and Andile situation that happened in season 1. You guys remember that Zari was falling, you know, herself and Andile, they were getting close, they were flirting, and at some point it's almost like it was trying to, things were trying to graduate. And a very awkward situation happened when Diamond was in Zari's house and Andile came to see her and met Diamond there. It was the most awkward situation. At that point, Diamond had no idea that his friend Andile was running things with his ex and the mother of his kids. So imagine that kind of awkwardness. So now we have this party where these two people are going to be attending. I'm just like trying to bring you guys up to speed for those of you that do not remember some things that happened in season 1. So in this episode, she mentioned that herself and Andile have not spoken since that scene, and that she was already falling for him. I say, okay. So, you know, they just had that conversation. And as for Swanky Jerry, he mentioned that himself and Annie are also not cool, like they've not really been in contact for some time. So I'm like, this gathering, this party that they're going for is going to be crazy because of all these things that are being revealed. This person not talking to this person, this person hasn't seen this person in a long time. So according to Swanky Jerry, Annie betrayed him on the highest level, right? And on Annie's side, she said she doesn't know what she did. That she just feels like Swanky Jerry is trying to avoid her dramatic life. He's trying to not be involved in all the drama that has to do with her. That's why he's avoiding her, right? So at this point, I'm like, I need to know what exactly happened between them. I was just itching to know because both of them are saying different things. So it's all right, but we're going to get to know eventually. On the other hand, we had Annie and Kanye. They also had their own meetup just to, like, you know, catch up and all. In their meeting, we had Annie talking about Innocence, that's Two-Face, her husband, and how he's like the next best person after Mother Teresa. Just talking about how he's really a good person, he's a nice person, people perceive him the wrong way, and that people perceive her situation like she's suffering, and that's what she did not like, and that all the children that Two-Face had, he had them before they got married, so like before they are married. So she was just like explaining her situation. I was like, okay, you do you, babe.
You know, because Innocent is doing the best. He's a good man, he's a good father, most importantly, you know, and he had all these kids before we married.
Meanwhile, Kanye was really looking good in her confessional. Like, her makeup was snatched for ages. In fact, They were all looking good. I think the camera quality was like really, really awesome. Then we also had Nadia and Andile. They also met up to like, you know, catch up. And while they were having a conversation, immediately Nadia mentioned the person that she was dating. I was just like, huh? Yo, I had no idea that she was dating, aka you guys know what happened to him. He was shot dead. It was a very, very, very sad situation. And now seeing her, you know, the excitement she was using to like talk about her relationship, and knowing that at the time of filming this he was still alive, then it just made it all more like heartbreaking because of how excited she was talking about him. I was just like, yo,
I got a new man. And I'm so in love and I'm so happy.
Such a sad situation. So she now spoke about the drama surrounding her relationship. Apparently her relationship situation made the headlines, right? The aka that she was dating was an ex to her friend. But according to her, she said that she was no longer friends with the lady before she started dating him. But a lot of people just felt like he was the reason they stopped being friends. And then the ex in question, her name is Bonang. But we're going to get to that later because more on that later, in fact. So party day, party. It was the night of the party, and you guys, I have never seen a party as awkward as this. In fact, it ended up not even being a party. It was just a get together with a bunch of people that were not willing to talk to each other, a bunch of people that had issues with each other and were not really willing to resolve it. That is how the night was. It was crazy, drama everywhere. So first of all, we had Swanky Jerry and Annie that were obviously not in good terms at the moment, to the extent that when he came and met them at the get together, he hugged every other person except Annie. It was just so awkward. Like, they were just looking like, huh, what, like, what's happening here? I thought you guys were supposed to be besties. Like, yo. Then we also had Annie and Zari that obviously never got along, so they carried that energy to this get together. They did not also greet each other. They were just in their respective lanes. Then we had the triangle like situation that had Zari, Nadia and Diamond. I don't know whether to call it a triangle. If it was like a triangle-like situation, it was just like some weird situation between them. But for them, they did not really bring that energy into this equation. Zari and Nadia, they were like pretty chilled. It was even Diamond that was now feeling awkward, hearing the ladies talk about their new men.
Oh, someone is dating a new man.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
How's it
How's
going?
that going? It's going okay.
You guys, imagine all of this happening in one get together. And that's not all. We also had the Zari, Angela and Diamond mix. In fact, I'm going to call it a square at this point with Nadia in the picture. So we had all of them there. But Angela and Diamond, they greeted each other and they hugged each other. You know, they just behaved like gentlemen. But after that, Angela went to give Zari a very tight hug. You know, that kind of hug that is just like, I miss you so much kind of hug. That was the hug that he gave Zari. I was like, hey, so much spice in one sitting. Then you guys, guess who Swanky Jerry invited for this get together? Just guess. Bonang, as in Nadia's boyfriend's ex is who Swanky Jerry invited for this get together that was already awkward as hell. So Bonang, obviously, like I said, Nadia's boyfriend's ex, that was also Nadia's friend. So imagine how that situation is going to be. And also, in fact, let me even show you guys how Bonang introduced herself so that you know the kind of situation I'm talking about.
I'm very stubborn. I'm very selfish, very self-centered. Most people call me very bossy, very mean, quite intimidating.
It screams drama. Swanky. That was a setup. Like, Nadia did not even know about it. He didn't even let Nadia know that Bonang was coming. Like, yo, you're very spicy, Swanky Jerry. Because what was that? Like, the situation was awkward as hell. At this point, they had already started forming like different groups. For at some point, you have 4 people here. Like, it was no longer even a party at this point. It was just literally a get together. They did not know music, nothing, no, the communication was awkward. Everything was just like really awkward. Then we had Naked that also invited somebody, but luckily she's not somebody that has had past drama with any of them. So I was just like, a breath of fresh air. But his wife was not happy with the fact that he invited somebody without letting her know. So that was the only, you know, awkwardness in that situation. So the new lady that Naked invited, her name is Fantana, and regardless of the fact that she has not had any awkward past with any of them, she still decided to insert herself and, you know, into the awkwardness and even bring more drama, because she was asking all those uncomfortable questions that was causing the awkwardness. Like, she was just trying to get to know everything, and I was just like, Wahala Pro Max.
You were talking to Nadia.
Huh?
Where did Nadia come?
Okay, you was talking to Nadia. Nadia dating your ex-boyfriend, and you dating Lisa?
I personally just love the fact that she's Ghanaian. I mean, like, further diversification is very much welcome, and a Ghanaian is just the right mix, right country to put into the mix right now. So when she arrived, you guys, the eye that Diamond used to look at her, like, the way he looked at her, it was just like, okay, she's hot, I have seen where to pitch my tent. That was the look he gave. You guys, this episode was just all shades of awkwardness. It was awkward as hell. At some point, Annie even left. Then Andile followed her. She said she felt disrespected by Swanky Jerry and all of that. Meanwhile, Swanky Jerry told the other people, they were trying to find out what was going on. He said he was not going to tell them what she did to him until he had spoken with her. So at this point, he had not spoken with her. So I can understand why she was oblivious to everything that was going on and what exactly had happened. So he now said he's not going to tell them anything, you get. Meanwhile, Swanky Jerry's outfit was giving cutting. Like, it was almost like he wore a whole ass cutting on his body. I guess that's how fashion people behave. That's how they dress, right? Then, you know, we just continued having conversations. Like I said, no music, no partying, no bedu. All the while, Kanye was trying to, like, make sure that there was no awkward drama, there was no crazy drama. At some point, she just got bored of the situation because everything was just literally falling apart. You guys, I believe that this season is going to be really, really crazy. I'm speaking as somebody that has watched just season 1. So I'm already seeing that this episode was literally a setup for future drama to come. I cannot wait. Let me just end this episode 1 here. It's just like, I'm just trying to summarize everything and let you guys know how this season started. Let me know what you think. How do you see the episode, the different things? Just let me know your thoughts on this episode. That is it for this video. I'm going to see you guys in episode 2. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Bye. Love you.